2 centuries ago, in a world dimly lit by reason and ignited by curiosity, one man rose from humble beginnings. A man who would ponder the secrets of the heavens, and also the secret nature of flatulence. Benjamin Franklin, printer, inventor, philosopher, entered a brotherhood that shaped the very foundations of a new world. You know him as the face on the $100 bill, the man who flew a kite in a storm. But behind the public face, behind the Masonic apron, was an unruly mind, guided by a code as ancient as wisdom itself. Light, charity, and self-improvement, these were the pillars of Masonic thought. In his quest for light, he invented the lightning rod, harnessing the very power of the sky. For charity, he founded libraries, believing that knowledge should be accessible to all, not just the privileged few. And for self-improvement? Well, let's just say his Poor Richard's Almanac wasn't just about the weather. It was a treasure trove of wit and wisdom, cloaked in the guise of common sense. But what of the secrets? The whispered truths passed down through generations of Masons? Some say Franklin used his Masonic connections to influence the founding of a nation, weaving sacred geometry into the very streets of Philadelphia. Others claim he discovered ancient truths about the nature of electricity, secrets that would make our modern world possible. And yet, this same man once wrote an entire treatise on the art of the fart. One must wonder, was this too a coded message for his Masonic brethren? Perhaps it was a test, to see who could find profound truth in the most profane of subjects. Or maybe it was simply Ben being Ben, reminding us that even the wisest of men can appreciate a good joke. As Franklin himself once said, 3 can keep a secret, if 2 of them are dead. So perhaps we'll never know the full extent of his Masonic adventures. Did he use his printing press to distribute secret Masonic texts under the guise of public pamphlets? Was his famous kite experiment more than just a scientific endeavor, a ritual to connect the earthly and the divine? We may never know. But in the grand tapestry of history, these questions are the loose threads that keep curious minds pulling, unraveling, seeking. One thing is certain, in the grand lodge of history, Benjamin Franklin's candle burns brighter than most, illuminating both the profound and the profane, the scientific and the scatological. You're seeing a Mason, a scientist, a philosopher, and yes, even a connoisseur of flatulence. For in Benjamin Franklin, all these things were one. If you think dad jokes can't change history, you've never met Ben Franklin. He basically invented the witty comeback. Franklin's clever words helped launch universities, sign declarations, and charm France. His motto? Write something worth reading. Or just invent bifocals.
He taught that wisdom was best tempered by humility, a lesson for any lodge. To lengthen thy life, lessen thy meals. A penny saved is a penny earned. His proverbs flowed like ritual, simple and unforgettable. But beneath the Masonic apron, always a wink. A secret sign that life was too cosmic to take solemnly for long.
His greatest achievements were public, but his boldest act remained a private delight, the alchemy of transforming even ridicule into light. It was 1781. Grand Master Franklin, honored by brothers from Paris to Philadelphia, addressed a matter not in the usual lodge minutes.
Could science, he mused, create a way to make bodily wind, no longer offensive but agreeable? A true philosopher's stone for dinner parties.
He wrote, tongue firmly in cheek, to the Royal Academy of Brussels, the essay that would become immortal as Fart Proudly.
It is universally well known that in digesting our common food, there is produced a great quantity of wind.
But Franklin, ever the Freemason, invited the wise to improve not just their minds, but their spirits, and, if possible, their parties.
Franklin did what every true Mason dreams. He united reason, joy, and the profound permission not to take ourselves too seriously. Thus shall the scrolls of learned treatises fall to wisdom in banquet halls. And as for wind, let noses not frown, but science and laughter wear the crown. Benjamin Franklin, founding father, grandmaster, and perhaps the only statesman wise enough to remind us. Enlightenment begins with humility, is built in brotherhood, and ends sometimes with a hearty laugh.
This video is brought to you by the brothers at Advanced Service Mizpah Lodge 586 at the Advanced Masonic Temple in Astoria, Queens, New York City. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. Check out our website at astoriamasons.org. Look us up on TikTok, Twitter, Threads and Instagram under the handle at ASM Lodge 586.